Good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you listen to this. I was just going to share some of my notes. So we've been traveling a Gene Keys path, the activation sequence, for the past 4 months, and we're taking a little break before we continue in the Venus retreat. Yeah, I'm ending with a little bit of a cold. You can hear it from my voice. I was just going through this notebook where I wrote down some quotes, and it's all about purpose. So, your genius, being yourself, being you, changing this world. And then, I just reading in my notes, it says, every time we incarnate a small aspect of a better world, we fulfill our higher purpose. Every time we incarnate a small aspect of a better world, we fulfill our higher purpose. Yeah, sometimes it all seems so overwhelming and so big, like what can I do about it? How am I going to change this world? Everything sucks, so might as well give in. But just by being you, and being you, this being is your inner essence, a cellular state of being. It's another quote from my little notebook. It's a quality of being hidden in DNA to be unlocked by life. So not to be unlocked by you or me, it's going to be unlocked by life. So what if life is so simple as to just walk the path of life and come into the physical body? And then once you are confident in the physical body, that's incarnation, in the karna, in the meat, in the flesh, that's where we reach a core stability, our deeper core. And how do we connect to the body? Well, by connecting to nature, by connecting to earth. So my biggest spiritual practice, actually, that I would recommend everybody, throw away your shoes. Stop buying shoes and start walking barefoot. Barefoot walking. And if you're in a country where it's cold, you might want to buy some of these special shoes that have very thin soles and they're flexible and they keep your toes nice and white and alive. But since I started walking barefoot, and I hardly ever wear any of those regular shoes anymore with hard soles that disconnect from nature, I'm much more in my body and I'm very, present. So connect to the earth. Have an inner smile. Be patient, humor. Don't take things too serious. And spend a lot of time in nature, even if it's just in the garden, or even if you're inside the house and you have one tree or some green where you can look at the green, look at the blue sky. And then there's this inner calm that you might connect to. But it means, basically, stop doing. Many people are just running around and doing. I'm very busy in the mind with all the goals. So purpose has nothing to do with setting a goal. Purpose is a state of being. I keep repeating that. And once you're in this core stability, we become responsive to life. So life happens anyway, and we're on this road, we're on this path, and we just flow according to life. And what we as human beings often try to do is go against the flow. So we react against life and we try to make things the way we think it should be or what it should look like. Once we follow our core, we become responsive. Yeah. So this purpose to be unlocked by life, it's the essence, it's an ordinariness. It's about ordinary life. Love of being alive in a physical body. The love of being alive in a physical body. So how many times a day do you actually thank your body, touch your body, breathe extra deeply, stop and feel in your body? These are all the practices that we sort of, it doesn't have to be a practice, it's a normal state of being, but we've become so lost of a normal state of being that we have to start with practicing it by consciously allowing pauses. Some people on this planet never really lost it. Like I just visited Fiji, and the Fijians, they're not particularly known for being so hardworking and goal-achieving, because they're very people-oriented people. They connect, they spend time together, they spend time lazing around, doing nothing, and at the same time they achieve things. I mean, they run all these beautiful places where tourists come and visit, but there's time for connection, there's time for real heart-to-heart connection. So, having landed in this end of the Gene Keys, this is my favorite part of this whole activation Venus sequence. Actually, is this part where we've landed in the core stability. And I'm hardly doing anything. I'm busy walking, swimming, dancing, laughing, talking, meeting people, enjoying food, enjoying the nature, enjoying the sun, the rain, whatever passes by. I spent some time just sitting in the rain. It was pouring down there in Suva City, those tropical rain showers, and just sit there for an hour and wait till the rain stops, and it's beautiful. So, I have all these ideas about what I should be doing, working on a website, making a Q&A video, which I promised more than a month ago. I'm just living, catching a cold from the echo and the change of weather and the airplanes. And yeah, what if life was meant to be simple and nothing to be achieved? And once we are in that state of being, this is nicely. Once we are in that state of being, I'm aware of that. It's a very nice place to inspire others. Have you ever met a person with a deep-seated calm, somebody really present, like a person who walks in the room and everybody thinks, okay, now everything's gonna be all right. If this person is here, nothing's gonna happen. Can you imagine what a big ripple you'll be sending to the world if you're just your natural self instead of trying to be something? Yeah, so there's nothing really I would like to say apart from breathe, walk barefoot, pause, it might be your mind that's trying to prevent you from doing all that, because it comes with all kind of reasons why you shouldn't, why you should keep running and be busy. And then you just say to your mind, like, okay, slow down, it's okay. Trust me, for today we just listen to the body. What does the body want? It wants to relax, it wants to rest, it wants to dance, it wants to play. Try it for a couple of hours, minutes, days. Yeah. Some people say, like, enjoy your holiday. Holiday means holy day. And what if every day is a holy day? Every day is sacred. So if you dig a little deeper, listen to the birds, listen to the plants, talk to them, talk to the environment around you, become your environment. Nothing to achieve. Just drift along, go with the flow. Shine your little light, or your big light. There's a big light in each and every one of us, yeah. So I just wanted to do this sort of a transmission of, what's going on in me, having reached core stability, emanating purpose. Yeah. So wherever you are right now, feel your feet, feel yourself sitting, feel your body sitting on a chair, walking on wherever. And breathe. And be. And enjoy. Wish you a wonderful day. Want to join me on the Gene Keys path? Check out the website or send me a message. And love you all.